Hello, my name is Nathan, and it's June 2013. I'm making this video to explain the reason why I decided to go public, to share my story of living with chronic Lyme disease. I've been living with Lyme disease for almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years this August. And I was misdiagnosed, and I did not receive the treatment that I needed. So as a result, the Lyme disease has affected me neurologically. Lyme disease has taken away my freedom, everything that I enjoyed. I don't want to see that happen to you or your children, your friends or your family. That's why I decided to go public. Too often I hear that Lyme disease is simply a matter of having some antibiotics for a couple weeks and then a person is healed without any side effects whatsoever. And I'm one of those who found out the hard way that that's not the case all the time. When Lyme disease is not properly diagnosed and it's not properly treated and time goes on, it can cause major debilitating loss of functions and affect a person's health in such a negative way that they're no longer able to enjoy or do the things that they once did. Over the last couple of weeks, I've talked to different people just at random, just in conversation, and in one instance I spoke to a friend of mine that I've known since I was 6 years old, and he informed me that he found 3 ticks on him. 3 ticks. And they were embedded into his body, and he had to go to the clinic to have them removed. Luckily, the doctor that he saw put him on antibiotics as a precautionary measure. And hopefully, the ticks weren't infected with the Lyme. I spoke to a family member who looked in the mirror and noticed that he had 2 ticks on his ear. And this family member is close to me and he understands what I go through, so he was very concerned about it. I'm not sure whether he went to the doctor or not. Another family member of mine was camping, and while being inspected for ticks, because they were in an area that was known to have ticks, one was located on their head. And the tick was removed, and hopefully it wasn't infected with Lyme. I hear too often that people are getting these ticks on them, and more times than not, they're really not that concerned about it. I'm here to tell you that Lyme disease, when it's misdiagnosed and not treated, could destroy your life. It could affect you neurologically. It can affect the heart and the joints. can do all kinds of stuff, and it's incredibly difficult to get rid of, if not impossible, once a long period of time has gone by without treatment. I don't want to see you or your children or your friends suffer the way I do. And my hope that going public, I'll be making other videos and I'll be discussing different topics about living with Lyme disease. My hope is that you share these with your family and friends, and that you become more educated and you take this much more seriously, and we work together to take action to address it politically. We need funding for Lyme research. We need a vaccine to prevent Lyme from infecting people. And until that happens, I'm afraid that more people are going to be misdiagnosed, not treated, and will end up disabled. It's my hope that by going public and sharing, revealing the horrors of Lyme, I'm not holding back with these videos. This is real. I'm not acting. This is my life that I'm sharing with you. And I ask you to share it with others. I wouldn't wish Lyme disease on anybody. And I'm exposing myself in the most vulnerable, straightforward way I can, with the hopes that you share this and you take Lyme disease seriously. We got to do something about this. We cannot have the belief that Lyme disease is as simple as a little bit of antibiotics for a couple weeks and that's it. I've heard of way too many tests. The tests, from my understanding, are not accurate. So if we have a failed test system, then people are diagnosed with Lyme that don't have Lyme, and people are diagnosed without having Lyme that have Lyme. And the long-term effects of this type of false positive and false negative is a life of torture for those who have Lyme. I thank you for taking the time to watch this video and my other videos, and again I ask that you share these videos with your loved ones. Thank you.